saha nāvavatu, saha bhunaktu, saha Viryam karavāvahai, tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May we be protected, may we be nourished, may we do brave work, may our work be glorious, may there be no conflict among us, may there be peace, peace, peace. Welcome everyone. Can someone quickly confirm if they can see and hear me well? Okay, thank you. So, as per our new format, we will begin with meditation and then we will go into discussion of the seventh limb of yoga, that is Dhyāna or meditation. But before that, we will do our weekly sit. So what are we going to do today? A little bit briefly I will try to explain. We have been learning mantra meditation or the meditation with a chant, and this will be continuation of that. But in this session we will try to go a little deeper, try to understand how from a simple chant we can push ourselves into meditative state. And the chant that we will be picking up today is Om Namaḥ Śivāya. We have already done or used this chant earlier also, I think in the second video, but we will take the same chant and we will try to see how this can push us further into meditative state. So the chant, for those who are not familiar, I will just write it in Roman here. Shivaya. So this is pronounced as Om Namaḥ Śivāya. Om Namaḥ Śivāya. I will be chanting throughout the sit, and you don't have to chant with me. You just can focus on the sound, be with the sound. Just pay attention to my voice as I chant. Okay? For those who think this has something to do with religion and all, I would just like to explain a little bit. Shiva you can think of as the symbol of dissolution, and in all of our lives transformation is very important. Any negative quality, if we want to inculcate positive quality, what happens is what we already have gets transformed into it. So all our negative qualities we want to transform into positive qualities, wholesome qualities, helpful qualities. And this transformation is not possible without dissolution. So transformation means the first half of transformation will be dissolution, and then the second half will be assimilation or creation. So dissolution is not a negative term. It is an important aspect of every one of us. It's an important aspect of life. Every time a lot of cells are getting dissolved and becoming something else, right? So in Ayurveda also there are 7 different
dhatus or 7 different elements through which the whole life cycle goes. But that's not the important thing. You can just think of Shiva as the symbol of dissolution, which is an important part of life. And through this chant, we are trying to gain some of the grace of that energy, the power of dissolution that runs this universe. Okay, so I'll set the timer and we can begin. So as I said, you don't have to chant out loud. You just have to focus on the voice. You just have to be with the sound. Okay. So make yourself comfortable and close your eyes. Sit straight. If you are seated on chair, just don't take support of the backrest. Sit in the front part of the chair, feet flat on ground, or you can sit on the floor cross-legged. You can remove your spectacles if you wear any. Keep your eyes closed. Your hands on your thighs, palms facing upward, or in your lap. Let's quickly observe our breath. Without trying to change anything, allow your breath to settle and try to observe its subtle movement in your chest, in your belly, let your body settle and be still. Let your body be completely relaxed. Allow your shoulders to be loose. Let your posture be stable and still. The whole body can relax for the rest of the session. as we work with our mind. If there is any contraction, any tension, any stress in any part of the body, acknowledge it and gently allow it to melt away. Gently bring your attention to your heart center in your chest region. Observe any sensation in your chest region. Keep your attention in the chest region. While having your attention on your chest region, keep listening to the sound of the mantra in the background as I chant. Om Namaḥ Śivāya. 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 Śivāya. Om Namaḥ Śivāya. Om Namaḥ Śivāya. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinaḥ, sarve santu nirāmayāः, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaśyid dukhabhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May the merits of our practice be shared by all. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all see good. May nobody ever suffer. May there be peace, peace, peace. Join your palms, rub them against each other. Cup your eyes with the warmth in your palm and slowly open your eyes. Okay. That was the sit. Anyone wants to share anything at this point? How was their experience? And can anyone tell what we did in today's sit differently, if you have observed during the sit? Okay. So, chanting. I think we had discussed this earlier in one of our other sessions, that when we chant, as the intensity of thoughts in our mind varies, we should also vary the frequency of the chant. Initially, when we will start the sit, normally our mind is not at one place. So we need to chant at a higher frequency. Om Namah Śivāya, Om Namah Śivāya, Om Namah Śivāya, or whatever mantra you are working with. If you are initiated in a particular mantra, you can use that mantra as well. And then as you see that your mind is getting stable or it's calming down, you also reduce the frequency of the chant. So Om Namah Shivāya, 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 Om Namah Shivāya. You can also vary the intensity with which you pronounce the mantra. You can start pronouncing more from your chest, then from your belly, or you can also reduce the volume. Right? You can start chanting it much softer. And ultimately there will be a stage where in between the chant Om Namah Shivāya, Om Namah Shivāya, so this space in between the chant, your mind will be completely at rest, without any thought, completely calm. And you need to elongate this period of calm by elongating the gap between two chants. So as your mind goes subtler and subtler, calmer and calmer, you don't need to effortfully keep breaking that state of peace by introducing the chant again and again. So you can start, so initially when you start, you are holding the chant, like clasping, like that, like somebody who is drowning, the way he will hold the straw floating on the surface of water with all the might. And as you become more stable, calm, your mind is already at rest, you don't need that support anymore. So you start letting go of it slowly. You loosen your grip at least. And then eventually there will be a state where for every single thought that pops up in your mind, you don't even have to acknowledge what that thought particularly is about, because the moment you start looking at that thought and thinking that, okay, this thought belongs to my school, or this thought belongs to my workplace, or this thought is because of a perception or an emotion, this is all analysis. It might seem like a momentary thing to do, but it takes a lot of energy to analyze it. It needs you to consult all of your memory bank and then find a pattern, and then with that pattern give it a label. All that thing you don't need to do. So as soon as you even see the slightest indication of an upcoming thought, you can simply say Om Namah Shivāya, your mantra, the mantra. So it will be the state where you just say mantra once for every thought. And then after some time there will not be a thought, so you don't need mantra at that point. You can just be still in that calm space of mind. So initially when we started in today's set, we started chanting Om Namah Shivāya 1 second after 1 second, every chant after 1 second. Then we went chant after 2 seconds, then 3 seconds, 4 seconds. And by the end, we were somewhere around 8 seconds, 9 seconds. We were giving that gap. And you must have noticed that in that gap, you are not able to think a lot, because the moment that gap, your mind actually gets attuned to a particular rhythm, and your mind knows that after this interval the chant is gonna come. Only when it does not come after that particular interval, the mind begins to what happened, and by that time it thinks that the chant has come. That is exactly what we are going to practice. That is exactly how the mantra meditation goes to its next level, where currently what is happening, your thought is coming, and then you are interrupting with the chant, not giving you time to analyze the thought, to categorize, to label anything. And eventually what will happen is, even before the thought has become recognizable, even before the thought has become not even recognizable, cognizable, even before you know that there is a thought, chant will automatically appear. So that is how from chanting you get into deeper state of meditation, and that is how you slowly let go of this tool. This is a tool that helps you to calm your mind, to get into meditative state. But once you are in the meditative state, you don't need that tool. So this is how you let go of it. And if you don't know this, then even when there is a possibility for your mind to get into a deeper and calmer state, you are bombarding it with the chant, with the mantra, and pulling it back to the surface, So this is one thing that I wanted to share about mantra meditation and how to go deeper with that. But today's topic is Dhyāna or meditation, which is the seventh limb of Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Patanjali Yoga, right? Now, one big misconception, or the way our language works, right, is like we say we are going to meditate, or we say like we are meditating, right? As if it is an act. Meditation, the way we speak of meditation is as if it is an act, as if we can do it on our will. And Patanjali Yoga Sutra does not say that meditation is something that you do. Patanjali Yoga Sutra says meditation is something that happens. Meditation is a state, it is not an act. But this is the problem with our language mostly. Even when you go to sleep, you say, I'm going to sleep, or when you wake up after some time, after having slept for a couple of hours, when you wake up and somebody asks, what were you doing? You say, you were sleeping, as if you were doing it consciously, right? So you see this tendency? Even things which are not in our control, if we get involved to that, we try to take ownership of it. That is how our language is designed. We are meditating, we are sleeping. No? You are not consciously doing anything to continue this state of sleep, right? You are not doing anything consciously to continue the state of meditation. What you have done last night, probably before you went to sleep, is create conditions for sleep to occur. What you did probably last night is you had your meal 3 hours before going to bed. What you did probably last night is you got rid of all electronics 1 hour before you went to the bed. What you might have done is probably blacked out the room, pulled out all the curtains. But none of these activities are actually sleeping. Not having meal is not sleeping. Not interacting with electronic gadgets is not sleeping. Pulling down all the curtains is not sleeping. But these are just things which enable sleep to happen. You lie down on your bed and you act, fake it till you make it. Sleep is a very good example of that. Nobody knows actually how to go to sleep directly, but they all try to fake it, try to act as if they are sleeping, close their eyes, stay stable in one posture. Yeah, all these things are activities that we do to enable the state of sleep to take over. And that exactly is what we do in meditation as well. Everything, the chanting, the maintaining a particular posture, breathing in a certain pattern. All of these things are preparations of meditation. This is not meditation. And that is why in yoga, all of these activities are categorized into the stage prior to meditation, which is dharana, which we already discussed, right? So there is a book called Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. Vigyan Bhairav Tantra tells 112 different ways of dharana, 112 different things that you can do so that your mind is ready to get into meditative state, right? So all of those practices are dharana. Whether you are focusing on breath, whether you are focusing on a visual, whether you are focusing on a sound, you have to understand that none of this is actually meditation. Somebody might be able to focus on something for an hour and still not be able to experience meditative state. That is also possible. So meditative state, how is meditative state defined then? First thing that we have to understand it, it's not an act, it is a state. But how do you identify what is meditative state? So Patanjali, in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, the definition is given as Tatra Pratyaik Tanata Dhyanam. What does that mean? That means when you are in the state of dharana, or when you have taken a support to stabilize your mind, then after some time, my earphones actually, it's talking to me saying battery is low. So it's a little bit distracting, but fine. In Yoga Sutra, Dhyāna is defined as, or meditation is defined as, the state where your attention is directed towards your object unbroken. So when you start meditation, or when you are just preparing for your mind to get into meditative state, the state of dharana, concentration, what happens is you pick up an object, you try to keep your attention on it, and then your attention automatically shifts to some other place. You get distracted either by thoughts, perceptions, or emotions. There are mainly three things. So either by thoughts, perception, or emotion, your attention gets diverted to something. And then what you do, you bring it back. So there is some effort involved in bringing it back to the object. When this effort ceases to exist, that means when your attention does not wander from this object, because your attention does not wander from the object, there is no effort required to bring it back. That state of effortlessness is meditation. When your concentration is continued for an elongated period of time, when you are not distracted for a longer period of time, then concentration, dharana, becomes meditation. And that state becomes effortless, because now there is no effort required to bring it back to the object. So, in other words, you can say, in dharana, there are three components. One is the meditator, which is obviously yourself, or myself, or I, or the meditator, right? The sense of doership, that is I, in dharana. And then there is the object on which you are trying to stabilize your attention. And the third is the process of keeping your concentration on that object, which is the effortful part, where you recognize that your attention has wandered off, and then you bring it back. So I'll just so there are these three components. That is the stage of dharana. And then the next stage, dhyana, only two of the components remain. The process ceases to exist. So the distance between object and subject slowly and gradually diminishes, and then at one point there is no effort required to maintain your attention onto the object. So think of it in this way. Say there is a furnace like 500 feet away from you, right? And because it is like 500 feet away from you, you can see the furnace, or you can see something else if you want. You can turn your head any direction and see something else. You can talk a little bit about that furnace, and then maybe something else will grab your attention. And then you will again have to come back to, okay, I was observing that furnace or something. But if you are like 2 meters away from furnace, there is a sense there, because of that proximity, what happens is you start feeling the heat. Even if you don't want to think about the furnace, your attention is naturally, effortlessly directed towards that object. That is what is the state of meditation. As you are concentrating on an object, for repeatedly bringing your attention back on that object, the proximity of your mind with that object slowly increases and reaches to a point where all your senses start experiencing the object in one way or the another. And we have also discussed about this when we were talking about pratyahar. When somebody does pratyahar properly, your senses start taking the form of that object. Your senses start experiencing it in that way. So that is what happens in meditation, and that is why your attention does not shift from that object to anything else, and it stays there effortlessly. That is the state of meditation. One more thing is, we have to understand that meditation is also discussed in 3rd chapter of Patanjali Yoga Sutra, which is Vibhuti Pada. Vibhuti basically means wealth or superhuman power. Both of these are accomplishments in a way. So meditation, this statement that meditation is a wealth or superhuman power also goes in line with what we discussed so far, that meditation is not an act, it is an achievement. You have achieved the state of meditation through what you have done so far. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana. Those are the steps that led you to meditation. So, however exciting it may sound that we are going to meditate, or we are practicing meditation, the reality is meditation happens and you practice mostly ways to allow your mind to be capable of that state to dawn upon you, you can say. So that just like sleep, you do all the things in the periphery and then that state dawns upon you. That is mainly what meditation is. So if we understand that meditation is not something that we do, then it takes out a lot of things that hinder progress of a aspirant on this path. Because when they first sit and they have this idea that meditation is something that anybody can do, and even the teacher tells it in the way that meditation is something that you can do, and they don't experience that state of thoughtlessness, the state of peace. It's clearly in their experience that they are not able to do it. So if we explain the right thing, if we just let them know that meditation is something that will happen eventually, if you mold your mind in so and so ways, if you prepare your mind in such a way, then they know that this is the preparation stage, and they can stick to the practice for a much longer period. So this is the one takeaway that I think is important from this session, is meditation is a vibhuti. It is an accomplishment. It is a state that is gained through regular practice of dharana and previous stages. And example is sleep. Going forward in meditation, what happens is, like in dharana, you had three components: the object, the subject, and the act of meditation. And in dhyana, the act of meditation drops away. Now you have only the object and the subject. In samadhi, further, the subject disappears and only object remains. That is the defining factor of the stage, the final stage of yoga, samadhi. We can talk about that maybe in the next session. But I think that should be it for Dhyāna, the 7th stage of Patanjali Yoga. If anyone wants to share anything, have any question in what we discussed so far, they can write in the chat or raise their hand for sure. And I'm inviting Coco. Yes.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I will mute myself so that you don't hear the echo.
Okay. All good? Okay, so I love that you covered this topic, because I do feel like it's so true for myself, where when I was first introduced to meditation, I kind of had this impression of it's an act or a task that you do. And then thinking of it in that way, it becomes this intimidating thing where it's like something I need to add to my to-do list. And if I compare that to how I view it now, it's such a stark difference. Like now I would view it as sort of like an undoing and a nothingness, instead of like adding a task or something to my to-do list. And like, I think the point that I'm thinking of right now is that sometimes I'm still tricked into thinking that it is a task, because I'm currently I'm trying to extend a meditation sit just into the rest of my day. I want to be able to, at any point of the day, just sit back, or in my mind, just pull myself back into that space. And sometimes I do feel like I'm still tricked into it, because now my meditation is sitting down, closing my eyes, having a whatever 10 to 20 minute sit, and it's this. And now I'm onto the phase of instead of I'm in the phase of trying to now put that into every moment of the day. And it's like that trickery happens again, where it's again sort of like an intimidating task. So logically it makes sense to me, but in practice I feel like I'm still trying to figure that one out, to keep being no, it's not a task, it's just literally in my mind, let go, relax, chill out, don't that. I guess that's what it brought up for me, the thinking that it brought up for me. That's it. That's all I want to share. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that is true, that meditation is a state that is so pleasant that we want to always be in that state. But then we have to understand that for carrying this state outside of our sit. It is very much possible for people who are living a monastic life, probably, who are living in woods, who are just not involved in worldly matters. They don't have to chase KPIs and KRIs, right, like we have to do in our jobs. But what we can do for sure is mindfulness. We can be mindful of what we are doing at that moment, so that we are not distracted from what needs to be done really at that moment. Our mind is fully engaged in the present moment, in the present task. That is the best I think we can do. That also has its own preceding step, which is remembrance. Unless you remember that this is the state that you have to align yourself or keep yourself aligned with, it is very difficult. But for remembrance, there are different techniques. There are physical techniques. You take help of your surroundings or take help of cues to bring your attention back to how you should be conducting that particular task. So somebody has learned, say, meditating on breath, and maybe they are counting breath, and they have got so good in counting their breath that now they can count their breath up to 34,696, some random number, some huge random number, right? But would I advise that person to keep counting his breath with that one pointed focus while probably he's driving? No. When he's driving, he should be fully involved in that particular act, driving, the best he can do, right? A lot of people might be operating heavy machinery, and you don't want even a bit of their attention going stray. You want as much focus that they can put in operating that, because it can be hazardous, it can be even life-threatening to not pay full attention to that. Somebody who is trying to play chess in international, world championship, becoming the grandmaster, world champion in chess, probably he doesn't want to even leave 1% of his mental faculty to attending the breath, because he has to think of probably 45 next moves of the opponent. I'm exaggerating for sure, but yes, international chess masters can even remember the whole chess games and multiple chess games of previous championships to quickly identify a move and play in the winning pattern. So yes, there are a lot of tasks where you don't want your attention to be on something other than what you are actually doing, because ultimately that practice is also taking you away from the present moment. So while it is possible to always be in meditative state, and there are examples where people were in meditative state or were in a state of mind where they would slip effortlessly into meditative state. So if you read biography of Sri Ramakrishna was in such a state where he would keep walking, like he would be walking to place A to place B, from place A to place B, and in between his way he would just simply drop dead on the ground, because his mind would not be able to process anything, any external input. His mind would get absorbed in the state of samadhi so spontaneously that while walking he would just simply drop, as if he's not alive. He would just drop on the ground, and then his disciples would have to carry him to the hut, and then they would chant certain mantras to bring him back to the conscious state. So that was also something that has been seen but that is not something that is advised for everyone, right? So the best we can be is be mindful fully of what we are doing in the present moment, what we are supposed to do at this very moment, and give our 100% to it. That, I think, will itself be a great achievement and will vastly benefit our every sit.
Thank you for your thoughts. I appreciate hearing from you. And I agree, like, to be reasonable with where I want to be mindful or have a meditative state. Maybe one day in the future I'll live in the mountains for about a month and experience it fully. Let's see.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you for sharing your thoughts as well. Okay, so if there is no other thought, then
I just wanted to say thank you. That's it. And hopefully I'll see you guys next week.
thank you very much for attending, and let's call this the end of the session. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.